Welcome to Metaphysical Meanderings with Master Psychic Lana Duncan Hartgraves. Lana has been a practicing psychic for over 25 years and has the gifts of clairaudience, clairvoyance, and clairsentience. She is an empath, a medium, as well as a pet communicator and health advisor. If you want to know more about what she does, check her out at www.enchantedsky.com.
Hi guys. Hey Kent, how's it going?
It's going well. How are you?
I am okay.
Whoa, what's going on? Stop. There we go. It was
Okay,
just going.
so-
Of course, before we jump into this, let's take care of some business
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
Of course, Metaphysical Meanderings brought to you through the financial support of our good friends over at Moisturized Chaos. Moisturized Chaos. Check them out at moisturizedchaos.com. And this is skincare. That is
It's
incredible.
skincare, it's makeup too.
And
So-
makeup. And if you go to moisturizedchaos.com and your first order, if you put in for a code or a coupon code, if you put in Lana 22,
Yeah, Lana 22.
you'll get 25% off. Great
Okay.
stuff.
Yep.
Lisa Butler, good morning.
Good morning.
Tina, how are you?
Hi everybody. If you cannot find, I'm on TikTok live. I'm on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. Is that it? And possibly Instagram, because I think
Twitter.
it goes Twitter. Oh yeah, that's right.
Twitter. So if you go to @studios_216.
Yes, I have a private Twitter. Should we put it on private on my private Twitter
next
too?
week we can.
Next week we'll put it on Twitter. As you guys know, the podcast is growing like massively. Like it's amazing.
Yeah.
And
Apple Music.
Apple Music. Oh God, we're on what are we all on now? We're on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. What else? Twitch.
We're out on Apple Music.
Apple Music.
TuneIn Radio.
TuneIn Radio. That's it.
Yeah.
That was the new one. All I know is that this has grown.
Yep.
And like the stuff that's going on is blowing my mind. Now, if you guys don't know, I must have we aren't sure of our numbers at this point. It's gotten out of control, but we're guessing. Well, the last time we knew it was 1 million people watching live. And so I happen to be here on TikTok, but I'm also on 216thenet.com and you can find me anywhere. Find me on my Facebook, my Instagram, the Instagram it will be because it'll go from Facebook to Instagram. So what I'm going to be talking about is angels, because I got to show you guys some angels because it blows my mind. And I kind of want to say, why me? But at the same point, I'm doing something right. So I want to show you a picture. Now, for my people on TikTok, you have to go to 216 for a second.
Or out to your YouTube.
Or out to my YouTube, which is Lana's Enchanted Sky.
Yep.
There is a live, I want to show you a picture that was sent to me.
Okay.
It's a fairy. I don't care what they say. And I'm going to play a video and you guys are going to you'll have to go there. And if you have not gone on my profile, go to my profile. Yeah. You go to my profile, you can see the video that I've played. It's all about angels. And I'm going to be talking about angels, how to invoke them and how to use them. Yeah, and that's what this is about today.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to share the picture as you got it. And now I'm going to blow it up.
Blow up this picture because it's amazing. Like it's absolutely, and it was sent to me. Her name is, there. Okay. Can you get it? Look in the left corner. Look at that. And if you blow it up, there are little legs and little arms. I'm like the biggest skeptic in the world, you guys. I'm intelligent. I'm well educated. It blows my mind. Yeah. And all I know is that there is a video that I am going to be playing on my podcast station. If you have not seen this video and you go into my profile, TikTokers, go in and just play it for a quick second. Because there's just angels everywhere.
If you look right above Alex B's head on the screen.
Yep, on the screen. If you go to
thanks for being our Vanna White too, Alex B. You're beautiful.
Yes, thank you. You know, and if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I want you to look. Now I'm going to be downloading this picture to my website. Haven't done it yet. We're in the process of getting a new website.
So this is one of your followers.
Yes, one of my followers who sent it and said, "Look, I caught an angel. I caught a fairy.
A fairy just hanging out right on her front porch."
Yes, like you have to see this. Like it's amazing, and you're like, "Well, it's not so amazing when you look at my videos because I have been invoking them." Now, if you guys have been watching me live at any point, you're going to know that there was one in here earlier. They follow me,
Yeah.
and I think they're angels. I really do. Now, traditionally, like I bet you guys didn't know this, that I did not know any of this. Trust me, I couldn't even figure out who they were. I'm in such shock. I've got over an hour and a half footage. Finally, I had to walk away. And I came back an hour later, and there was nothing. So anybody that says that it was dust I'm like going in a 90-degree angle, like, yeah. So we're going to play on so if you guys do not know what I'm talking about, go to 216thenet.com just for a second and watch this video.
Or your YouTube.
Or my YouTube, Lana's Enchanted Sky, because there's the videos
Facebook.
there. Okay. And I've got more footage I'm going to post. It was that much. And if you guys, even lives, you will occasionally see one go right in front of me.
Yeah.
I have a lot of people that go, they're bugs. Now, this was an interesting thing, Kent, that Kent said to me. If it was dust, because it was really bright and sunny that day, and they're in front of me. Now, that makes sense. So explain why it can't be dust.
So with the video we're sharing, it's out on your YouTube as well.
Yep.
And we're going to be at about the 9-minute and 39-second mark is where we're starting.
Yep.
And if you notice, Lana's hair is beautifully backlit by the sun. So anything in front of her would be catching her shadow, right? So if she were to raise her hand would not shine like her hair. Because her body and her face would be again casting a shadow in front of her. So
yep. And I thought, well, there may be spirits, they're orbs. It's more than this, because one time, remember we blew one up, and I've still got it, and it was a little being doing this.
It was crazy. Yes.
It was crazy. Like and it looks, you know what they look like? The little AOL people.
Oh,
I've caught that before.
You're right. Yeah.
I've caught that before. I caught that, and I had to ask a Native American friend, and they were wood nymphs.
Yeah.
This stuff's fascinating, you guys. Like, you need to be watching it. Like, I'm seriously.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to tell you how you can do the same thing, because I've had a couple other people say they followed what I told them to do, and they had the same experience.
Yep.
So I'm going to in a second tell you. And hi, Jaleesa. One of my former students is on my TikTok right now talking to me. If you guys didn't know, I've taught for 31 years. I was an art teacher, and exactly 1 year yesterday. I've been off a year now. I'm doing extremely well. The podcast station, that's the thing. And I keep getting drawn back to that. And I always said that would be what I'm going to end up doing. And I always knew I would be. So,
well, you never really retire. You just lose your class.
That's right.
Thank you very much. All right.
Well, the thing is I'm not retiring. I'm busier now than I was when I taught. And I am.
All right. So I'm going to share this.
We're going to share a video. So if you guys have not seen it and you're on, because we're going to get back to me, I'm going to tell you how to invoke all these and how to do this just like me. But if you want to, you can go to my YouTube, Lana's Enchanted. I've seen a lot of people leave all of a sudden. So I think that they are watching it, because then the numbers come back up. So it's going back and forth. There's nothing I can do because TikTok doesn't allow us to play a video in the middle. So if we could do that, I would do that for you. But for now, just go to Lana's Enchanted Sky on YouTube, and you can watch the video. Just scroll down. It'll say, it's unbelievable. Watch this video of angels or something like that. It says something like that. Or you can go on 216thenet.com and see it. So go ahead.
All right,
you guys have to see this. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Let me get in there and we'll hit play.
Can you tell me why you're here, everybody? Like, I'm not kidding you guys. Look at this. I don't understand. I don't understand. I feel like I'm almost crazy. Like this too much to be,
Right.
I have been praying to a couple of new angels recently. And that must be what this is, because these are angels and these are fairies. I guys can't see it.
Right.
Go back.
Look at that.
Are you trying?
Whoa.
I know. Are you trying to tell me something? Please give me a lot of activity if you're trying to tell me something. Video for a second. Did you see that? Oh yeah. Look at. Yes. That's yes. Yes. And I'm going to teach you. Is it that I'm going to? Okay. So everybody stop now. Oh, they don't anymore. They don't do it anyway. Okay. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to communicate with me. Well, I figured it all out, by the way. Okay. I've got to trying to bless me. I talked and they flew from my face. Really, and somebody's like, "Oh, that was your spit." I'm like, "No, No, no,
I
no,
see.
not at all.
There.
No.
Look at that.
Okay.
Crazy.
Okay.
Okay.
Look at
So,
that.
yes,
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And so,
Unbelievable.
and unbelievable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about how you can get this to happen for you. All
Yeah.
right. And I'm not taking questions yet. I'll take questions at 10 o'clock. So if anybody's asking,
Yeah.
as I've got it, I'm talking about this now. Okay. This is my podcast time. So if you guys
Yeah.
don't know, my podcast, you can find me at any point. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me anywhere. So I have people coming and going. And this is about angels. So
keep
all right.
on living says, I keep watching this video. I absolutely love it. And my son loves this video too.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
It's evidence that they're there, that the
Yeah.
angels are there. Now, did you know that, and I read about this because now you've got my curiosity up, and I, being a Sag, I'm just always curious.
Yeah.
That supposedly fairies and angels are related. Fairies are angels that got kicked out of heaven. God supposedly opened the heaven door and let some of the angels out, and they didn't come back. So I don't know if
So not
that's
kicked
true
out.
or
They
not.
just didn't get back in curfew.
Yeah. So
They
yeah, they didn't get back during. Basically, that is what happened.
Yeah.
That's what I've always been such a skeptic. I'm like, oh, what a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
Hey, I used to say, what a bunch of crap about Christianity, and then Jesus came to me. So I can't say,
That's right.
although I do believe this, and I do believe this all my heart. If I were Muslim, it would have been Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? And God, they appear to you how you need them to appear.
Mhm.
And because I do have a background in Christianity, that's who came. That's my opinion about it. Okay. All right. So, all right.
Kelly, good morning. Says, is it safe to envios fairies?
To invoke fairies?
Invoke fairies, maybe?
Yes, it is.
I've always heard it's not. Can you explain this?
You know what? I don't think so because I think you're in control. They can play with you. You're right. I agree with that, Kelly. I've not had any trouble, but all I know is that I know these are some type of seraphims because I'm going to explain why. All right. I've been talking. I have never prayed to Metatron. Metatron was supposed to be Enoch, who was a human being. He's one of those few, and he's Judaic in tradition. Mm-hmm. Now, I had somebody say, well, if you don't know what you're doing, and I had somebody made a comment, and I had to really, if they aren't the right, not religion, but the right people, like maybe they're referring to Jewish or something, Judaic, that it's a really bad thing. And I'm sorry, but I have just a touch of Jewish in me, just a touch, 2%. So I don't know if that makes the difference. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, Jen Krejci says what I've learned from fairies is you have to earn their trust.
Yes.
So obviously you've done that.
So yeah, you know what? We were just talking about that, weren't we? We have to earn the fairies' trust. And I appreciate them. So I think that might be it. But you have to take, and if you can, blow up my video because you are seeing legs and arms and wings and I'm like, and I had somebody say, oh, that's just dust. Dust going at a 90-degree angle sideways. Oh, sure. Anyway, so I'm going to go through with what you can do to have this type of thing. Okay. And so I'm going to go over this with you guys. All right. And then I'm going to take questions. Mm-hmm. So, okay. Now Metatron, I've never prayed to Metatron. I've always had the four main ones, the Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel or Ariel. It's funny because some people say Ariel or Ariel, and some people say Uriel, Uri. I guess it doesn't make a difference. Anyway, I've always prayed to them. Or you don't really pray to them. You say, please, can you guide me? Yeah. And some of the, that they act as an interceptor for God. Yeah. So you can say, please send this prayer to God. I know that sounds crazy, but hey, this stuff works. I don't even know why or how it's working at this point. I just know it works. And the more I get into it, the more I'm always awed because I realize how little I know and how much more I want to know. Everybody's like, well, you're an expert. I'm like, no, nobody's an expert. How can you be an expert through some of this? Anyway, so Michael is the king of the angels. Like he's the one who takes care of all of the seraphim, cherubim, all of that. Seraphims, by the way, are the little tiny ones that bring you information. Whenever I've had, and now if you've looked back in the last 4 years, you're going to see angels and you're going to see orbs all over the place. I had one podcast where I had one a blue-green one sitting on my shoulder all hour. And then it just kind of flitted like this off, and somebody mentioned it, and I'm like, really? And then I played it back, and it was there. So go fan. I kind of wonder. Remember, I've told you that I've wondering about the second coming, because I'm not super religious. I'm not, because I think it should be everybody's their personal convictions. Know thy own truth, and Jesus said that. Anyway, and so my viewpoint is completely different. And I'm sure that there's people out there telling me I'm evil because I'm a medium. So too bad, because Jesus says I'm not. So anyway, everybody's got their own thing, but I think that you can invoke these. You can talk to these. I didn't really realize Metatron was one. And maybe 2 days before, maybe 3 days before, I prayed to Metatron. I said, Metatron, can you help me? Can you help me with the Akashic records? Can you help me manifest? No joke. Can you protect me? I asked for his protection, is what I did, just to see what would happen. Well, look what I got. So, now, if you guys don't know what the Akashic records are, that's the book of life. Every single word you've ever spoken, every single, like down to your fingernails and in the lines in your fingers, everything is in that book. It's called the book of life. Now, like, talk about the book of life in heaven, right? It's mentioned biblical, but they call it the Akashic records. And supposedly Metatron's ahead of that. So if you have something from your past lives, or even in this life you need to get rid of, you can talk to him about it. All I know is that I said, I just started about 2 days before all of this happened. I started saying some stuff to Metatron. And Seraphim, he is the king of the seraphims, which are the little tiny angels that send information. That's all I know. And people can think I'm crazy. I don't care, but you got to look at this video. There's no way that can't be, Oh, yeah, the world is going crazy. Yeah, Jesus is coming. I think he's here. I know this is he's not coming in the way people think he is. Because he came to me, and I have never felt like that before. He's talked to me, and he says he's sending. There are people. He's coming to many of us, he says, and he's going to soften hearts. He's tired of the racism, and he's tired of the evil that's going on in his name. If there's evil, there's pure evil going on in his name, and he's tired of it. And so that's kind of what I think is going on. But and I'm sure I've even talked to some people who are Muslim. Now, everybody knows that there's Muslim sects that believe in Jesus' second coming, right? They've talked to me about it. And so that's what I'm saying. All these religions are tied. And we do know that Jesus studied with Buddha. And from the ages of 12 to 31, they're absolutely sure, because in Buddhist texts, it talks about Saint Isu. So you see how they're all connected. To be a good person, to be a loving and caring and kind person. It's all connected. All right. So anyway, so we've got Michael. So Michael, if you're having problems and you really want the king and you need some help, please, you pray to Michael. Now, when you guys call for a reading, and I got to tell you, I've got some offers coming up for readings. So I'm going to tell you in a minute. Michael is the guy to consult. And whenever I do readings and somebody's been talking to angels or summoning angels, I see them. And I see the wings, and I see them. I'll be like, oh, you've been summoning angels. And they're like, oh yeah, I have a little altar for Michael, because I say, that protect me. Works, doesn't it? So just remember that, because Michael's the big one. He's the head of everybody. Okay. Now, Raphael is the angel of healing. When you need some healing done, when you need something, ask Raphael to please intercept for you. It works. Try this. I'm telling you, just try it. Okay. Gabriel is the god of strength, or the angel, the archangel of strength. So when you need to be strong to get through something, ask Gabriel. Gabriel is always the name that everybody always mentions as an angel. They're always like, oh, Gabriel, ask Gabriel, he'll blow his horn, yeah. Uriel is Ariel. It's Ariel or Uriel is the manifestation. Okay. So just remember that when you're wanting money or you need money. Now, I'm making a video, by the way, with money. There's a difference between money and wealth. And I will be making a video on that. And so it'll be on my YouTube, and I might have a little TikTok one, because you pursue wealth. You don't pursue money. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Because there's so many times of different types of wealth: friends, health, and money. Money, the love of money is the root of all evil. Not money itself, but the love of it. So just remember that. All right. So we've got Raguel is now I've not heard of some of these. I haven't tried these yet. So I'm going to get to Metatron in a second. Raguel is the archangel of justice. So you should be praying to, if you want like an outcome for possibly going to court even, or to somebody to get their karma. We all have those, don't we? All right. What do we got? Do we have any comments?
Nope, not right
okay.
now.
No, okay. They're all listening. Yeah. They're all listening. And while I'm thinking of it, I am offering now mentoring. So I've had so many people that have asked me to mentor. So it is on my coffee.com. So kofi.com/enchanted sky. We'll put a link up somewhere. Anyway, and if you get to twice a month for 15 minutes for cheaper than a reading. So check it out. It's a monthly tier. And because so many people they want advice in their business. They want, in their metaphysical business or in their business, they want advice somehow. Some of them want mentoring. Some of them want me to say, you know what, you're going to be fine. Yeah. Now listen, this is what you need to do. This is what they say for you to do. So instead of getting a reading once a month, you're getting coaching, almost like a coaching. So if you're interested, go there. Also, I'm doing anybody that is a brand new, has never had a read from me right now. If you message me in anywhere, and you can go back on TikTok if you want, and you can go to my link tree, message me, you get what, 30 you get $30 off, which is quite a bit. So on an hour reading. So you can get an hour reading for like $100 or $110. It's pretty cheap. So it's for a whole hour. I mean, that's not even $2 a minute, guys. So if you are new and you've never had one, if you have had one and you are one of my loyal followers right now, talk to me and I will get something arranged for you. Sometimes every once in a while, I offer one free. So, and I do choose one. So if you guys want to just message me and say, I want a reading, maybe I'll give them to you cheap too. Maybe I'll just do it to everybody. What do you think? Everybody just is an hour for $100 bucks.
There you go.
That's dirt cheap. It's not even $2 a minute. Now, if you guys know, if you're on these psychic lines, they're $5 a minute. That's not even $2. It's like what, $1.50 a minute, $1.75 a minute. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So because I do like to connect to the people I talk to a lot. So anyway, so back to Metatron. This is the guy that's how I got all these beings coming through. Yeah. The Akashic Records, he's the head of the Akashic Records. Supposedly he sits on the left side of God. Supposedly. Now this was Enoch, who was like the perfect human, and he was made an angel, I guess. I do follow a lot of Kabbalistic stuff, which means the Kabbalah, which is Judaic in nature. So I've always considered myself more Kabbalistic than I am Christian, but Kabbalah and they're intertwined, Yeah. So okay. So a couple more. Shamuel. If you pray to Archangel Shamuel, it's pure love. It has to do with love, like a love that's hard to explain. So if you are wanting a relationship like that, you need to be talking to this guy. Okay. Now, Jophiel. Now, these are ones I have not really looked into because I usually use Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. But Jophiel is the God, I keep saying God, it's the angel of creativity. So if you ask him, can God please give me my creativity? And all the angels are is interceptors and helpers. You guys know that. You know what an angel is. And then the last one is Zadkiel.
How do you spell Shamuel?
Chamuel. Shamuel. So, and then Jophiel, and then now Zadkiel is the god of, I keep saying God, it's angel of
Angels.
mercy.
Mhm.
It's the archangel of mercy that they, and all these, they act as interceptors because it's hard. You're given angels because God knows it's hard. Life's hard, man. He knows that. He's very well aware of it. And so he's sent people to, or beings, I guess I should say, to give us support. Okay. So, all right. With that said,
Yeah. So also just a quick shout out to our good friends over at Moisturized
Yes.
Chaos for supporting the show financially. If you go to moisturizedchaos.com for skincare, beauty care, makeup, natural stuff. This is good stuff. And with your order, if you just put Lana22, so Lana22, you'll get 25% off your order.
Yep. I had a couple people order now.
You'll see, yeah,
it's growing. I told them that maybe we should have some type of a link, maybe even in our 216 the net somewhere.
Yep, we're working on.
You are okay.
We're working on a new.
Brand new.
Yep, we're working on a new website with all of our sponsors.
Oh, good.
Like that.
I thought so. Okay.
But if you take a look, you'll see it looks like, I don't know, it looks like Taylor Swift right over your head. But that's Moisturized Chaos's website. Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's good.
So anyway. And we also have another sponsor coming, and we're in the process. I loved it. I'm being real choosy, you guys. I'm not just taking anybody. I'm gonna be honest with you. I tried some gummy bears and they stunk. They were like, they just didn't work. They were supposed to be, CBD oil, and they just didn't. I didn't care for them. So
So Brittany said, "Hey, tried to message you TikTok. It tells me it won't send because you weren't following her, but she'll try to send you an email." So
yes, fine. Yes, Brittany, go ahead. You know what? I try to follow you back, but I've got so many followers now. I'm only limited to 10,000.
Wow.
And which is stupid. I've even I've asked them. I'm like, the way I'm approaching now, I should hit 100,000 here pretty soon, and I can't follow everybody. But then they can't. Anyway, if you guys want a deal, message me. I'll set you up, and I'll have the appointments. I've got this last week. It was like Saturday. It was blank, and I'm like, that's weird. And then all bam, 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 and I booked up. I had 25 ratings.
Yeah,
I like about 20. 20 is pretty good because that's over a course of 3 days.
Yeah.
So
and if you go to atlantasenchantedSky.com, that's SKYE.com, as Tina says.
Thank you, Tina. Tina's one of my moderators. Thank you, sweetheart.
Yep, absolutely. We'll help you out. So.
Okay. Yeah, I need some more moderators on TikTok. I keep losing my moderators. It's not that they're not following me. They're just not always on. So I need.
So we got about 3 minutes before we jump into questions for everybody.
Yep.
Question for you: when you're there and you're experiencing fairies, you're experiencing angels. What do you do? We kind of talked about it before the show in the green room, and a lot of people get freaked out and swat at them like flies or something.
Yep.
I mean, what should a person do? Like the fairy and that we showed at the beginning of the show. Do you get scared? Do you talk to them? Do you freak out? Do you drop to your knees and pray like you're in a synagogue? What happens?
You know what? I just wasn't even paying attention. I didn't see them around me until I had the camera up against me. And then I started noticing them in front of me. Like I just told Kent a little while ago, something flew right, it went right. It was white. It went right across. And I was kind of like, now I honestly think also, from what I've seen, they can be orbs. I think it's a combination also. So I think there might be some spirits. The bigger ones that we saw, there was one that went across the screen. And you got to replay that. Yeah. And it blanked. It went dark for a second. You know what I mean? Because it went through so fast, and it was big. Yeah. And I just think that it's probably a being of some sort. It's probably an orb. It's a spirit, somebody I may know. If you guys don't know, since this whole thing with Jesus, it came to me, and I feel like I'm crazy, I swear. Anyway, sometimes anyway, I'm having an awakening, and I know it. And so my things are changing quickly, and I know it. Yeah. And I was warned about this, that it would happen around January, which is crazy because it's happening exactly because I have friends that are psychic too, and they said, just be prepared, hunker down. It's going to get crazy. And it is. And so anyway.
Kelly asks if you can, list the angels you were talking about.
I can. And what I'll have to do is I'm going to make a video
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to put, but here, I'll give them to really, really fast. Okay. You've got Michael, you've got Raphael. I'm going to make a video.
Yeah.
Gabriel, Ariel, Raguel, Metatron, Sashiel. Now, Sashiel now is supposedly a fallen angel that's here on Earth, but he's not evil or anything. But I don't know if that one's true or not. I have to check on him. But anyway, the rest of them are Shamuel, Jophiel, and Zadkiel. Those are Judaic in tradition. The four main ones are Christian. See how it's like, and some of these are Muslim. See how they all connect, you guys, right? So yeah.
Well, the other thing is, if you spot one or you have something, share it with Lana.
Yes, please.
Well,
Send me. People are sending me pictures of little fairies.
Yeah.
I've gotten many, many pictures.
I mean,
so
if you take a look at what we're sharing on screen right now, this again was sent to you by one of the people who follow you.
Yeah.
But tell me that's a piece of dust.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Now, if you guys don't know, I will be putting the picture. But look, it's on the screen and it's got little legs.
Yeah.
And little arms. And it's got little wings.
Perfect wings. Right?
And they're perfect. And I know it's like that can't be a bug.
Yeah, that's Tinkerbell right there.
It's like, yeah, it looks like you're right. It kind of does, sort of. Yeah. So okay. Yeah. All right.
Okay, this is the point where we get into asking questions. Ask the psychic. Be very, 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 very specific. Don't say, hey, is somebody trying to contact me? Be very specific with your questions. We got a question here from Mitch Black. Sure. Let's just go with Mitch Black. Okay, Mitch says, hey, it's me live. One question. How you doing? She's from Australia.
Oh, good.
Is my dog Jax, how's my dog Jax doing? Who's he with? But love your work.
Okay. Is this dog passed? Is that what you're talking about? So I understand because it's hard for me. I know this sounds crazy, but sometimes I can't tell if things are alive or dead, and you have to tell me because they usually on the other side, they appear very. Did your dog like to wear like something around its neck, like a bandana or something? Or was it just a wide collar? Something like I see a dog that has a very wide collar or a bandana or something. There's something that it likes to wear, and it has that. Was it different colors? Get back to me, Jack, because I think I see it. If so, it's fine. But I think it's passed. It's hard to tell. The colors are brighter. So when I'm looking at the other side, the colors are very, very vivid. They vibrate they sing God's praises. Like I can't describe the color. And I think that's what I'm seeing. Yeah. So, okay.
All right. Debbie English says, do you see me in a loving long-term relationship soon?
What is soon, Debbie? I do see a possibility. Now, remember, I always say possibility when it comes to relationships because you can say no, you can say yes. And it takes two that want to work out karma. And some are destined, but most of them are free will. And I do see something coming the second half of the year, maybe more fall. Sorry, it's so late, but sorry. But I do see it around then. Okay. And tell me if I'm right. Because I'd like for you guys to get back to me.
That's right. Nice.
All right. Let me take one off of here. Is there Kate Marie? Is there a new job for you in a creative field? Aren't you starting a business? I thought you were starting something like that. Isn't it something like a Redbubble or it's something either that or it's you're on the computer. It's like graphics or something. Tell me if that's right. Okay. All right. Because that does seem like this. You are in the process. I just keep saying that March is significant. I don't know why for a lot of people financially and different things. Maybe because Mars goes direct. And yes, somebody asked me, I love astrology. I just know a fraction. I know, like if you tell me you're a Libra, I will know what you're talking about and all that. But as far as transits and stuff, I'm still learning that. And I'm still looking for a mentor I like. So
all right. Alex B says, hi, Lana. Did my crush Skeet see my birthday post for him on Instagram? And did he like them?
Yes. He's not going to respond, though. He thinks he's cool, and he's going to be real cool about everything. But yes, he did. You'll find out later that he did see it, though. He's not going to come out and say, "Hey," nope. He thinks he's, you know what I mean? You know, he's trying to be smooth, you know, like men with an ego. Anyway, yeah.
Fonzie, the Fonzie. Yeah. See Me After Summer says, "Hey, Lana, what venture can bring me financial success this year?"
Very careful investment. Now, this is my suggestion, because I'm learning how to do I'm learning how to invest myself, and I've done a lot of research on it. I put some of my money in a very, very safe 4% money market. Now, some people will go, "Well, that isn't enough return." Well, I'll never lose anything, though.
Right.
So I took X amount of dollars and I stuck it in there, and it's growing real slow, but I never lose it.
There you go.
So that's something to think about. And to be honest, it's through one of the big companies. It's through one of the financial companies. Yeah. Okay. I got a question on here. Yeah. I got somebody, I just dreamed about 2 people have passed away. What does that mean? They came to you. That was an actual visitation, and you were probably on the other side in the astral plane, and they were visiting with you. Okay. It happens a lot. Okay. All right.
Nice. All right.
Go ahead.
Now let me roll back up here. Where is it? Okay. So Teresa Campbell says, hey, Lana, it took 3 weeks for my husband's work doctor to discover his ankle was fractured. Should we hire an attorney? If so, would we be successful?
Don't bother. It's just that Teresa will get it to heal. I just don't think no. Was he probably still walking on it and everything, right? Yeah. You can try, but I think it would be more hassle than anything. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Kelly Jess Furman says, Lana, I must say that your prediction for me moving came true. Thank you. Good. Now I would love to know if I will be getting a new job anytime soon.
You have an opportunity coming up in June. If you want to take it, it won't be something about benefits or pay. There's something that you really have to weigh closely. So it might be like you'd be giving up something and getting something more. So it'd be like, because I see the devil card, which means that you're giving up, maybe you're giving up making so much money, but you have more time. Yeah. Okay. It's like that. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Lisa Garrett, do you see an amicable end to your marriage soon? Yeah. Something's going to go. I don't know how amicable it's going to be always with the other person. But it's around September, October, something like that, where it's already kind of started, but it's not going to be, it'll be in full force. Okay.
That's awesome.
All right.
Maricela Rivera, excuse me. Hi, Lana. You did your predictions, and I have a quick question.
Sure.
When will they find a cure for cancer?
They already have. It's just a matter of getting it out. And I keep saying it. I did predict about didn't I say about 2 years ago that there'd be an active cure? Mm-hmm. And they have found it. It's just a matter of them fighting fighting all pharma money. And I still swear it, mung beans. I still swear it. You take them and you put them in a jar, you sprout them and you eat them every day. It's evidence says that it stops the progression of cancer and prevents cancer. Mung beans. They also call them Chickasaw beans. And they taste like peas. Mm-hmm. So Chickasaw peas. Didn't I say? Yeah. Did I say beans? Anyway, Chickasaw peas. They're real small, mm-hmm. and they pack and evidence. See, they're not going to tell you this stuff. No. Look it up if you don't believe me. Mung beans, Mung. Yeah. Okay.
Jen Krejci says, hey, you know what a fun game you can play with the fairies is ask them to show themselves in your Ring doorbell.
Oh, you know what? I don't have one. I need to get one. Yeah. That's so funny, Jen. I just said that yesterday to my husband. I said, we need a Ring doorbell because, I've got, I live out in the country, and the stuff that I'd probably see going through there, I'd probably see coyotes running by, and, because we've got all our chickens, locked down, but, because I remember I lost like a dozen last year. Yeah. Something kept grabbing them, and we finally caught like 3 different raccoons. Yeah. But that's an interesting thing. Thank you.
Yeah. Grace Camera says, hi, Lana. Does my daughter Maya have learning difficulties or dyslexia? Please, can you pray for her?
Yes, I can. I will. I'll light you a candle. And if you guys don't know, I taught special ed for 7 years before I was an art teacher, and I was a diagnostician, and everybody's like, I was really super accurate. Well, I'm 24 years old. I don't know why I'm accurate. They're like, well, how do you know that that's an auditory processing problem? Then why aren't they hearing everything that, you're saying or whatever? And I'm like, I don't know, but I'm right. And they go, yeah, you're right. I'm like, I know, but I could never tell them why. I didn't know that I could do all this at that point, because I didn't really know I was able to do this till I was 30. Anyway, I want to say, yes, there is. It's mild and can be dealt with. What did she just say? It was a mild disability?
Yeah, dyslexia or.
Okay, I want you to try this. All right, listen to me. Get one of those, the real thin films, and they're different colors. Like you used to be able to put them on the overheads, remember, years ago?
Oh, yeah,
but you can find that acetate. I want you to put that over the stuff they're reading and and try different colors, because they have just the impact of white on black is sometimes hard for people. So what we discovered was by putting a yellow or even a red would dull it down enough, and that their eye would catch it better. So I want you to try that. And I don't know why I was supposed to tell you that, but I was.
There you go.
Okay.
Kelly Pummel says, am I leveling up in my spiritual abilities? Could you tell me what my spiritual abilities are? Mm-hmm.
I think you have the ability to intuitively look at cards or get feelings off of things like that, like a tool. Mm-hmm. Like some people are really, really good at using the tool of the tarot or something like that. Like you're getting messages. I feel like you are.
Nice.
So, and if you're not doing that, you need to be looking into that.
There
okay.
You go. Virgo Songs 2 says, what are Dave's intentions toward me? I believe in fairies, by the way.
Yeah. What are Dave's intentions? He wants a relationship with you. He's kind of scared to act on it, though, for some reason. Like he's really slow, right? He's dragging his feet. Mm-hmm. Then he's hot and cold, right? Because that's kind of what I'm picking up. Okay. All right. I got another one here. That's, what is your spirit? Am I leveling up? Everybody right now is leveling up because it's a 7 year. If you add 2 plus 2 plus 3, which is 7, it's representing you're increasing your intuition but the thing is, you're learning how to trust yourself. That's the key. It's not that you don't have the ability. It's you start second guessing yourself. And I even do that. When it comes to my own life, I do. Now, when it comes to you guys, it's no problem. But when I second guess my own self, which is a Pisces thing, by the way, and I'm a Pisces moon. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Pisces moons have a hard time trusting what they get for information. So yeah, okay.
Brittany Austin says, "Will Jesse propose to me this year?"
No. Next.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Now, this is an interesting. I took a bath last night, and there was a tiny floating paper with a 7 on it. What does that mean? I think I just summed that up, didn't I? So there you go. There you go, Christine. Okay.
There you go. Sue Gianosa, my dog Diamond, who has passed.
Okay.
Can you see who she is with on the other side?
Hi, Sue. You need to contact us. She's the one with the possible sponsorship.
Yeah.
She's with a woman, and the dogs. Now, was this a smaller dog? Because I see a smaller dog, so I don't know if it's this dog or not. But it was a little bit smaller, a little bit of longer hair. But I see a woman on the other side. She's got grayish white hair, and there's no bangs. It's like this, and it's about this length. That's silvery white, and she's got a big smile on her face. I want to say it's your mom, but I'm like, for some reason. But there's a dog there too, and she's got a dog in her arms. I think it's, I don't think it's a cat. But it's fluffier. It's fluffier, and I can see the hair fluffy. So I think that is that your dog? Okay. If so, that's your dog. I want to say, though, it's with your mother.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Couple more questions.
Yeah. So Angie Smith says, do you see me being able to afford to buy a new house, or at least being able to go in the direction for it to happen?
Yes, you will be able to be in a good spot early next year. I know that sounds far away, but it's not. Keep putting the money away. You're fine. And you're going to have I still say the government's coming out with something that's going to help us buy houses. I think that somebody's going to do the right thing finally and make this easier. I think a lot of now I've been listening. Now you guys know I also keep up with politics big time. And I know that they were talking that the baby boomers are dying and nobody can afford a house, though the housing market's prices are going to come down massively because there's going to be a flood of houses on the market, which has already started. So it's going to be very interesting to see that.
All right, we've got one more. Let's go with Virginia. And if we didn't get to you, we really apologize.
Yes, sorry. We run out of time.
Yep. But Virginia Medellin says, hey, Lana, on December, I asked if my ex was cheating. You said, yes, he is. And I left him, and thank you.
Okay.
Just want to know if he's going to sign the paperwork for my car.
He will. He's been feeling guilty. He wants you back. Too late, right? Too late.
Nice.
Good. I'm glad you moved on. I have one more question. Is your granddaughter have ADHD or something else? I want to say she might be on the spectrum, Shelly. Please check that out. If you know what I mean, that could be very, very mild autism. Autism does not appear in the same way for a boy as it does a girl. A girl is much milder and very, very hard to detect. Because being social beings, one of the symptoms is always, not making direct eye contact, not having social skills. Well, girls have them. So it's very mild and it's very easy to detect and to help them get through. Girls adjust better when they get the support they need. So I have looked into that. Okay.
And our good friend Gary over in Singapore just says, Happy Chinese Lunar New Year on the first day of the year of the rabbit.
Oh, it's the year of the rabbit. Okay. Thank you.
All right. For all of us here, 21.6 in it. Thanks for getting caught in the net with us this morning in Metaphysical Meanderings. Remember, go out and like, follow, share, subscribe to Lana's Enchanted Sky on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and run out and check out moisturizedchaos.com for all of your skincare and beauty needs. Until next week, people, be good, but more importantly, be good to one another.